Hey parents, welcome back to Futuristic Parenting, where we test drive the tools shaping the next generation. Today's experiment? I turned ChatGPT into my child's after-school tutor. And the results? Let's just say they weren't what I expected, but they were surprisingly hopeful. What I wanted, like many parents, the after-school chaos is real. Homework struggles. Repeating the same math problem 6 times. Trying to explain friction or photosynthesis after a long workday. Sound familiar? I didn't want to replace myself as a parent. I just wanted support. So I asked myself, could AI take the edge off learning stress and spark more curiosity? Here's how I started. My child is 8 years old, curious, energetic, and not a fan of worksheets. I opened ChatGPT and wrote, "You are a kind, funny, and patient tutor for an 8-year-old. They just came back from school. Start with a fun warm-up question." And off we went. ChatGPT asked, if you could shrink and go inside your pencil, what do you think you'd see? My child laughed. Engaged. And then? They asked it their homework questions, on their own. Here's what blew me away. No judgment equals more confidence. My child didn't feel embarrassed asking silly questions. ChatGPT never said you should know this already. It explained patiently. As many times as needed. Kid-friendly language. I prompted it to explain this like you're talking to a 3rd grader who loves Minecraft. We got metaphors involving lava, blocks, and sheep to explain multiplication. Boom. Endless curiosity. After finishing homework, my child asked, it needed supervision but not quite educational. Can you tell me how planes fly? Can we make a story about a ninja scientist? It became not just a tutor, but a spark for learning. Let's be real. There were limits. 1. Model how to ask good questions. Left on their own, my child started asking off-topic or silly things. At one point, they asked, write a rap battle between a broccoli and a donut. No emotional feedback, which was hilarious. 2. When my child got frustrated, ChatGPT didn't notice. It couldn't say, you look tired. Want to take a break? That part was still my job. 3. It's only as good as the prompts. Sometimes the explanations were too complicated until I adjusted the prompt. ChatGPT is a great support tool, not a full replacement. This taught me that parent involvement is key to setting the right tone and scope. If you're considering trying this, here are my takeaways. Sit with your child at first. Set the tone, you're a fun, patient tutor who loves science and kids. Use it as a supplement, not a substitute. Don't leave it unsupervised for too long. Don't assume it's always right, double-check math answers. Don't expect emotional intelligence. That's still on us. So, how does it compare to a real tutor? Human tutors offer connection, empathy, and adaptability. ChatGPT offers instant feedback, zero pressure, and personalization. If used together, they could be powerful. But used alone? Here's what I learned. My child doesn't need perfection. They need tools that make learning feel safe, playful, and relevant. ChatGPT, used wisely, can do that. It didn't just help with homework. It made learning feel like discovery again. If you're parenting in this new world, don't be afraid to co-learn with your child. Let them teach you how they use tech. Guide the boundaries. And co-create a learning rhythm that works for your unique family. If this gave you some ideas, hit that like button. Subscribe for more experiments in tech and parenting. And let me know in the comments. Would you try ChatGPT as your child's tutor? Why or why not? Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Futuristic Parenting.